you entered a plea of no contest to count 2 on November 16th. The state waived count 1 and the enhancement allegation without objection. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison, and the state is opposed to your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
None, Your Honor.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, any witnesses, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
Just,
All right, then the court will hear argument. State to your post.
Yes, Your Honor. Based on the defendant's criminal history, he's already got a shot at probation in 2019, Judge. The rate that he was unsuccessful on. So we feel like it would be a disservice to the defendant to give him the probation. We don't feel like he's a good candidate for
You can come
probation.
around.
We don't feel he'll be successful on probation. And also the amount of drugs on his person. It's not a less than a gram case, Judge. So based on the defendant's criminal history and the incident offense, we're opposed to the application for probation, Your Honor.
this is a application, a right of appeal. We don't have a right to appeal. We talked about this. I didn't have you sign it. No, it's not.
So on page 8 of the TAP, Judge, at the bottom there, it says, I'm not a thief, but to maintain my drug habit, I sell heroin and methamphetamine. So, Your Honor, this is not someone who has a substance abuse issue. This is not a drug user. This is a drug dealer. So, you know, incarceration is for folks that we're scared of, not people we're mad at. And if we're, you know, kind of mad at people who have a drug problem, like, hey, get some help, this would be somebody that is more scary to me, Judge. A drug dealer, I think, that's a scarier thing, Judge. So that's why we're asking for incarceration rather than probation, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, I've represented my client for some time, and I've never had a client more easy to talk to. He understands he's in front of the court, and he understands he's facing prison time. But in talking with him ad nauseum, he is asking the court for one chance. We're not doubting anything the state just said. He has had a chance at a state jail felony before, and he messed that up. The state waived a repeater and waived count 1, which allows him an opportunity for probation. I believe what he said to the officer was, I'm not a thief, because the car that he was driving was not stolen. It just didn't have a registration. And he wanted to let him know that he is battling drug addiction. The recommendation of the TAP is for full SATF. And I've talked to my client. He knows that if he doesn't change his life right now, he'll never change his life. It's a constant battle. I've read through his history. He kind of grew up without a father. He helped his mother when he could, or when he wasn't battling addiction. He wished he would have helped her more. He is asking for that one chance of a big, high uphill climb to sobriety. And I believe everybody in their life needs to constantly try. I don't believe he was saying that he's a drug dealer, and the fact that I'm scaring the community. It was, I'm a drug dealer because I'm supporting my habit, which is just as horrible. But he is asking for that one chance. But he is in front of the court knowing you can go either way. And when I talk to him, he's ready for your decision. But I know he's asking for that chance of SATF.
Okay. So I always keep an open mind about everything. And there are some people that come before me with major criminal history, and I've given them probation before. But I know that you've been given a chance with your sobriety before. And you know how I know that? Because it says here that you were placed on probation July 4th, 2019. That means that I placed you on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
And on that probation, an MTR was filed. I denied it and continued you on probation and extended you so you could get to help.
Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes when I see people with major criminal history and I just see them going to prison over and over, or going to the Bexar County Jail over and over, I know maybe nobody's ever offered them help for their drug addiction or whatever is going on. But in your case, I know that help was offered because you're on probation out of this court for possession less than a gram.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So with that being said, I'm going to deny your application. As previously stated, I'm finding you guilty. If you would like, I can request that you be referred to the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase your stay at the jail. It perhaps, or I'm sorry, your stay at the prison. It perhaps can help you with any drug addictions you may have or get you on the right path. I can't force them to place you in it. All I can do is request it. But if you don't ask for it, they're definitely not going to consider it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you like me to request the therapeutic community for you?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right. So I'm going to find you guilty. There's a restitution of $177 to SAPD for drug testing. Credit for any time served. I'm going to order the therapeutic community and sentence you to 5 years in the prison. We can go off the record. Mr. Dela Cruz, I want to let you know, coming to this decision was difficult because I've worked with people before and had clients before who sell drugs in order to maintain their habit. So I understand that. And I took that in consideration. But you can still change your life. I always tell people, I know anytime you're doing custody, even an hour is a lot of time. But you're going to have to change your ways. Otherwise, you're going to be in and out of the prisons. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. The record for the state,
The state, Your Honor?
defense.
Andrew Del Cueto for Mr. Colon.
All right. Where are we on discovery?
Judge, this is what we're missing. But do I have 5 minutes?
I mean,
Am I 10?
you said 10
Okay,
minutes. I'm
perfect.
timing you.
Okay, time me, Judge.
I'm doing the way they do in civil.
Okay, so Mr. Colon at gunpoint had his car robbed. Okay, so that's one case. That's an important case because later on, the case that we're here on deals with him retrieving his vehicle. But I think it's Brady and impeachment
So what discovery are you missing?
videos.
State, do you have videos?
Your Honor, I have an email from the investigator that she emailed me and told me that she uploaded the video. I'm checking on that right now. That email is from, so the report was uploaded on November 14th.
Yeah.
I emailed on the November 27th for the body worn camera and Coban, other discovery for that case. She emailed me back on November 28th that she had uploaded them. I'm checking on that right now.
All right. So the videos that you're missing, are these the videos where he's alleged to have been robbed at gunpoint, or are the videos from this instant case?
Judge, only your instant case is an allegation. He actually got robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, everything is alleged. So that
Okay.
defendant in that case will say allegedly.
Yeah, but he's a victim, so we're gonna say it happened.
Okay.
But.
So do you have those, are those the videos that
Those
you're
are the
missing?
videos that we're missing.
All right. So those have been uploaded?
Judge, I have an email from the investigator. She told me that she uploaded them. I'm pulling it up on Veripic right now to see if I can see.
All right.
Can I continue, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, so along with the story, they're, according to their witness, gangbangers in the car, they all flee at the scene. But there are 5 fingerprints, one of the interior of the vehicle. We don't have any fingerprint analysis on that.
All right. State, are they intending to do fingerprint analysis? What's the result?
I would like to email the investigator after this hearing and request everything. I'm not sure of it.
Okay. So is this the first time you're hearing about this fingerprint?
Yep.
All right.
Judge, it can't be the first time because we can't hear about it without getting it somehow from them. Does that make sense? Like we can't divine that there are fingerprints, one being on the interior of the car, if that makes sense.
I know sometimes the state will look at something, and if there's a video showing something that happened, maybe the police are, well, we don't need the fingerprint. Here's the person on the video. I don't know anything about this case. So you want an analysis of the fingerprint? What else?
Yes, Judge. And that's why I'm telling you, these people left.
Okay,
And the car was stolen, so obviously in a theft, an ag robbery dealing with theft of vehicle, fingerprints are pretty important. They did do the CCIC, NCIC, of which we have a copy. I haven't reviewed it, but they got it today.
Mhm.
There are 20 shell casings at the scene, various calibers. They sent them off to a lab. We don't have any of that information back. He didn't have a 20 round gun.
okay, so here's my question. Are you seeking to go forward to trial without this information?
No, I'm seeking for a bunch of information to be excluded under Watkins and Heath. if
So
the
you
state
want
doesn't provide
fingerprints
us.
and all of that excluded?
Well, no, I want
But it may
fingerprints.
be exculpatory, or maybe not, I don't know.
But Judge, just to another point, 3 years,
Mhm.
3 years we've been on this case. 2 years he has been on GPS. And I'm real big on family. If anybody knows me, I'm real big on family. He has a sick grandmother in the Dominican Republic that he cannot leave the country to see.
Okay,
I
and
have
what
to
I
get
can,
this rolling.
and what I can say is that this case, although you may have been on it for the length of time you've been on it, this case has only been in this court since October 10th, 2023. And on October 10th, 2023, there was a discovery acknowledgement filed and signed. And then on November 13th, 2023, it was set for discovery on November 27th, 2023, and an offer was due. And then we come back on November 27th, still have discovery issues. And then we were set for December, and it was recalled for this day at defense attorney's request. So,
We're still lacking discovery.
No, no.
Like, and the court may think of discovery different. I think of it pretty simple.
no, I think of it simple too, but you all need to, I don't know what discovery y'all are missing until people tell me this is specific discovery we're missing. So there's videos, you want fingerprints, you're saying the gun analysis for the shell casings or whatever is at the site has not been done,
That's.
or you don't have it?
We don't have.
All right. Is there any other discovery?
Uh, No, that should be it, but Judge, just to be clear, I'm with you. I don't know the plays Dallas are gonna make if I'm Green Bay, but you know who knows the plays that Dallas is gonna make?
Well, not Dallas. No,
Well,
they did not because
They
they
knew the
didn't.
plays,
they-
it's just they couldn't execute.
No, we don't even know if they knew the plays. We don't even know if they studied film. I don't know that.
Well, fair enough, and I'm not trying to blame Hank. What I'm saying is the great state of Texas has known about all of this information from the inception of the case. Just because it was in your court in 2023, we requested it back in 2021, and we're still here requesting it.
Mhm. All right, so videos, shell casings, and fingerprints. All right, do you have any update on fingerprints? State?
I do not, Your Honor. There are a bunch is not very descriptive. There are a lot of videos in here. I am having trouble figuring out when they were uploaded, so I will need to talk to the detective. She did send me an email that she uploaded all the videos for that other offense. I'm trying to open the crime scene photos. I see that there's a PDF in here of crime scene photos, and I think defense counsel has that as a. You have a PDF. I'm sorry.
We don't have the digital photographs.
All right, everyone, come back on February 12th for discovery. That's your last discovery date.
Judge, okay, Judge.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
Just set it for trial, Judge, because if you set it on February 6th and they're not ready, we know what's gonna happen.
No, I mean, it's set for February 12th and they're going to turn over the discovery. If they don't turn over the discovery or don't have discovery, it'll be a quick turnaround for jury trial.
I have a motion for speedy trial
Mhm.
on file that I
Okay.
would like to get heard, please, before the 12th.
Okay. All right, is there anything else?
Oh, Judge, just one last thing. We filed two motions for discovery and inspection on the two night cases, and then they were joined into this
Okay.
case. And I've given a copy to the state. I would just like to ask for a couple of things out of the motion for discovery.
Yes, what are you asking for?
Can I hand you the motion for discovery, Judge?
Sure.
Oh,
Have you all reviewed this?
Yes, Your Honor. The only, sorry.
I don't know if there's a transcript. If there's a grand jury transcript, we would like it. I doubt that there is.
Okay, so here's my question. Have you all agreed on this motion for discovery and inspection?
Your Honor, I thought, I was under the impression this was a motion relating to the items we were just talking about.
So are you ready to proceed on this motion or no?
I just want a witness list, Judge. A witness list of everybody, lay and expert, that's all I want.
But this is under the night mag number on a case that's not before this court. Is that what you
It
want?
is, but both of these night mags were integrated into this current indictment, if that makes sense. We just filed it with the night mags issue.
All right. On February 12th, we'll hear all the motions and then it will be a quick turnaround for jury trial.
Okay, Judge.
All right,
Thank you.
so state the witness list and everything, make sure that you turn that over to them. And the fingerprints and the videos. And if there needs to be some sort of download to that with an external hard drive, let the defense know.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, may I get with your coordinator to get a date for my motion for speedy trial, just so I can have a record?
Oh, we'll hear it on February 12th.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Sure. All right, Ms. Ferguson, they're coming back on February 12th.
Okay.
And that will be for motions as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.